West Country bands entertaining their European fans pre-COVID and pre-Brexit.
Dreams with thunder.
An unsigned DIY musician, Bristol's Elles has gradually built a fan base across Europe through touring.
A long time ago.
Adele started somewhere. You know, Ed Sheeran got out on the road and went all over and toured. And these are huge artists bringing in huge, tax income to the UK. And so with these now barriers to entry, you don't know if you're going to get the next Ed Sheeran anymore or the next Adele.
Some of music's biggest stars agree.
Because of Brexit, to go and tour in Europe now, you have to fill out God knows how much paperwork.
Elton John is one of more than 100 well-known British musicians criticising the government's Brexit deal for touring artists. They say the extra paperwork and costs to gain entry into individual EU countries is making the process of touring unviable for smaller artists like Elles.
I did a tour where we had 12 different countries. I probably did about 35 dates in 2019 in Europe. And now on paper, that's going to at least cost me an extra 10 grand before I've even left the country, before I've even left the UK.
Ross Patel, manager to artists including Bristol's Elder Island, has this week published an open letter venting his frustrations at the impact of the deal.
We've essentially pushed back tours to allow for some clarity to appear so that we can make those necessary adjustments to our schedule, but we can't delay the album any further because of the significant cost implications that come with that.
Why can't bands think about just kind of forgetting Europe and touring other countries? Why is Europe so important?
Europe is vital for us. It's the closest to the UK. So as a UK artist, it's historically been the easiest market to reach and gives artists the ability to grow their fan base and their audience in these specific territories. And in many cases, having a loyal fan base or an audience in one market will be the difference between having a sustained career in music and not.
Both Elles and Elder Island are recipients of a government scheme aimed at helping British artists grow their fan base overseas. Industry bosses say for every £1 invested in this scheme, it generates 12 in return. So, if British music is so valuable, why hasn't a better deal been reached? Well, put simply, the UK and the EU just weren't able to come to an agreement before the Brexit deadline.
So the EU wanted to include provisions that allowed for general labour mobility. So they wanted a labour mobility chapter that would allow people to work for 90 days in every 180 in the UK's territory or in the EU's territory, and it would cover everything initially and then get narrowed down through negotiation. But that would have covered live musicians as well.
But when MPs grilled the culture minister this week, she said that didn't match up with the UK's Brexit promises.
The EU's proposals were also part of this package of visa-free travel for not only current members of the EU, but any future EU member. And that was across a whole wide range of other sectors. It's just simply not consistent with the manifesto commitment to take back control of our borders. And it wasn't consistent with the idea of Brexit that the majority of people in this country voted for.
Artists are calling for a swift resolution to the row, warning that the future of the UK's arts and culture sector is at risk.
People look to the UK to see what's going on, to see what's happening, to see where artists are coming from. And this could massively change that. It really, really could. And that's so heartbreaking, especially in a time where arts is suffering so much anyway because of coronavirus.